Have you ever come across a Bible verse that stops you in your tracks? A verse so powerful that it makes you rethink everything about your life, your struggles, your victories, your purpose? Today, I want to share the one Bible verse that has the power to change your life forever. It's a verse that holds a promise straight from the heart of God, a promise that can turn your pain into purpose, your chaos into peace, and your fear into faith. Are you ready? Let's dive right in. It's Romans chapter 8, verse 28, and it says this, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." Take a moment to let those words sink in. This verse isn't just a comforting thought, it's a life-altering truth. No matter where you are in life, whether you're thriving or barely holding on, this verse carries the power to transform everything. Let's break this verse down because every single word is packed with meaning. It starts with, "and we know." Notice the confidence here. Paul, the writer of this verse, isn't guessing or hoping. He's declaring a truth we can hold on to. But what is it that we know? That in all things God works for the good. This is the heart of the promise. God is working in all things. Not just the good things, not just the victories or the happy moments, but all things. That includes your heartbreak, your failures, your struggles, and even the moments you don't understand. Isn't that incredible? God doesn't waste a single moment of your life. He's working it all together for your good. But what does good mean? Does it mean life will always go the way we want? Not necessarily. The good that Paul talks about is much deeper. It's about shaping you into the person God created you to be. It's about aligning your life with His perfect will. Sometimes the good God is working on doesn't look like good in the moment. A closed door might feel like rejection, but it's actually God's protection. A loss might feel like the end, but it's the beginning of a new chapter He's writing in your life. When we trust His promise, we can have peace, even when the outcome doesn't make sense yet. The verse continues, "For the good of those who love Him." Love is the foundation of our relationship with God. It's not just about attending church or saying the right prayers. It's about a heart connection. Loving God means trusting Him, even when life feels uncertain. It means putting Him first, seeking His presence and walking in faith. And here's the beautiful thing. Even when our love feels weak or imperfect, God's love for us never changes. He meets us where we are. So if you're feeling far from God today, know this: it's never too late to turn back to Him. His promise is for you too. The last part of the verse is just as powerful. Who have been called according to His purpose. Did you know that your life has a divine purpose? You are not here by accident. Every moment of your life, every high and every low, is part of a greater story that God is writing. When you embrace God's purpose for your life, you begin to see things differently. The trials you face become stepping stones. The gifts you've been given become tools to serve others. And your life takes on a meaning that goes far beyond yourself. This is what it means to live a life called according to His purpose. Let's look at how this verse has transformed real lives. Meet Emily. She lost her job during a tough season and felt like her life was falling apart. But instead of giving up, she held on to Romans chapter 8, verse 28. Little did she know, losing that job would open the door to a new career, one that aligned perfectly with her passions and allowed her to make a difference in the world. Then there's John. He battled cancer and faced moments of doubt and fear. But through it all, he clung to this verse. He realized that even in his pain, God was working for his good, drawing him closer to his family, deepening his faith, and giving him a testimony that has inspired countless others. These aren't just coincidences. They're living proof of God's faithfulness, and the same promise is available to you. So how can you live out this verse in your own life? Start by reminding yourself of the promise every day. Write it down, memorize it, speak it out loud when doubts creep in. Let it be a constant reminder that God is working in every detail of your life. Next, cultivate your love for God. Spend time in His Word, worship Him, and talk to Him like a close friend. The more you draw near to Him, the more you'll see His hand at work in your life. And don't forget to live out His purpose. Look for ways to serve others, to share His love, and to reflect His goodness. When you align your actions with His calling, you'll begin to see how every moment fits into the bigger picture. I know life isn't always easy. You might be going through a season right now that feels overwhelming. But remember this: God is with you. His promise in Romans chapter 8 verse 28 is unchanging. He is working even when you can't see it, and His plan for your life is good. So, hold on to this verse. Let it be a beacon of hope in your darkest moments. Let it remind you that your story isn't over, and the best is yet to come. Romans chapter 8, verse 28 isn't just a verse, it's a lifeline. It's God's way of saying, I've got you and I'm working everything out for your good. Trust Him, love Him, and step boldly into the purpose He has for you. Your life will never be the same. Hold on to this truth. God is turning every challenge into a triumph, every tear into joy, and every moment into a part of His perfect plan for you. You are chosen, loved, and never forgotten. Step boldly into the future, knowing the Creator of the universe is working all things for your good. The best is still ahead. Believe it, live it, and walk in His purpose. If this message has touched your heart, we invite you to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to stay connected with us and grow together as a family of faith. Share this video with your loved ones and be a channel of blessing in their lives. Let's spread God's love and protection to everyone around us.